Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Polly and today it's kind of a dupe video, inspiration, ideas. Let's begin. So today we're going to be discussing the Rose Musk by Montale. YouTube made me buy this, okay? It did. I am on a rose kick, true rose. I always liked rose, but I always liked them kind of the Chloe rose, you know, the peony, some pink pepper, basically anything that kind of hides the true identity of a rose. Now I appreciate rose in all its variety and beauty. So I purchased this. I will say, so this is a tester bottle from Fragrance Net. The difference is that this little thing does not need to come out in order to spray, okay? It's kind of built in. It's cute to look at, but it's kind of annoying. That sound, ooh, annoying. But beautiful bottle. I mean, performance, obviously sensational. Now, when I got this, Rose and Musk, as the name suggests. As all the reviews said, it's rosy and musky and sweet and feminine. Sure. I smelled this and I'm like, you smell very familiar. So yes, Montale, same as Mancera. They are inspired, if not even just straight up Middle Eastern. So musk. Same as rose can be done in so many ways. Musk can be like the Body Shop, white musk, very clean, kind of detergent-like. It can be animalic, it can be sweet, it can have masculine notes like almost cologne. It can be so many ways, okay? Now, with this one, all the reviews never mentioned the character of this musk. And it is a Middle Eastern musk. Meaning it has a little bit of like a sweet dirtiness to it in the best way possible, but it's definitely not your Western musk, 100% not. So I want to say that in case you get this and you're like, different. Yes, that's why it's different. That's the beauty of it. That's why people love it, because it's different and unique from what we know. But to be honest, this type of scent, this kind of musk and roses, is not groundbreaking. So I'm going to introduce a few fragrances that are actually very similar, which in case if you're interested in this, but maybe it's out of your budget, you can get those. You'll be just fine. You ain't gonna miss nothing. Or if you have this and for some reason you kind of like me, and when you like something, you like a little bit of variety of something similar, or you want just something similar, then keep on watching, okay? So let's begin. Let's go over the notes here. They're pretty basic, pretty simple. Where is it? Rose, musk, and jasmine. They're all from Fragrantica. And that's kind of what we have here. So I have this on this hand. Yeah, it's definitely the rose and the musk, same level, and the musk is, yes, it's Middle Eastern. It's a Middle Eastern musk. Okay, it has a little bit of that dirtiness. So you're not gonna, as beautiful and fresh as the rose is, and it's definitely easier year round, in daytime, and it can be casual, can be an event, it can be really whatever you want. But it's not sparkling, bright, citrusy, or very clean kind of musk. It has that type of musk, has a grip on your skin. It has more substance. It's a little heavier in nature. Now, originally, like I said, when I smelled this, I'm like, I know the scent. I'm like, I know I can dupe this in something that I have, and I did. It's very, very similar to Wisal Ajmal, this one. The notes here, rose, okay, you have spices. It's not specific. I hate that word, spices. What kind? Hate that. Or incense. What kind? I'm gonna have a video like me ranting because I feel like there are certain things that I just need to get it off my chest. But we'll get there later. We also have musk, and this is Middle Eastern, so you're gonna have musk. You have florals, sandalwood. That's it. So you get here a floral, more on the rose, musk. The musk here is actually less heavy or dirty than this. It's a little bit fresher, actually. The wood is not very pronounced. It doesn't smell like oud or anything like that. It just gives it base. Performance-wise, by the way, guys, identical. This little guy lasts, and this is like for 20 something dollars in Fragrance X. It lasts 20 hours easy. Yes, it's very fresh. This is easy year round, very beautiful for spring right now, for summer. I can even see like opening up beautifully during summer nights because it has those spices. It's not spicy at all, by the way, not at all. And those floral notes, which we don't know what they are, but floral, there we go. But this one is stunning. It is very much in the same vein, and it gives you same performance, very similar characteristic type of a fragrance, and it's also Middle Eastern. So you get a lot of similar things in this. So like I said, if you enjoy this and you enjoy the musk and the rose and that Middle Eastern twist, try this one. You're gonna love it. They are different enough to have both and enjoy both differently, but they are similar enough to have one. So if you have to choose or you're in a budget, you can get this one, okay? Now, the next one is the Crystal Rose by Swiss Arabia. This is not the bottle, this is just a little sample. I'm not getting the full size because I'm good. Plus, so this one, lemon and water at the top, caramel rose in the heart, and musk, vanilla, and cedar at the base. So basically the caramel here is what ruins it for me. Same as in the Casablanca, is just that, and the musk is just So it doesn't ruin it for me as much here. I do love this fragrance. I find it to be very interesting. One day I will have it, but I feel for now I'm okay. I'm okay with my Middle Eastern roses. But it's stunning and it performs beautifully. Now here, because the musk is a little bit more close to this nature, and then there's the caramel. Again, year round, easily, let me actually spray this, easily for summer. Yeah, the caramel is very noticeable in terms of when you compare the two, it has a little bit more depth. That caramel kind of dripples over that musk. So this would be like the Crystal Rose would be more like a nighttime, okay? So like I said, so the Crystal Rose, because of that caramel, it's just gonna be a little bit more appropriate for nighttime maybe. It's just a little bit deeper. And I do have to say, the Middle Eastern fragrances, they as deep as they are, and we associate deep to winter. Wrong assumption, because they perform much better in the heat. It's more of what we think, oh, summer fresh, and deep does not work in the summer because it's not fresh. Not necessarily. It's kind of it's a rule that we forced upon ourselves. It doesn't actually exist. Now, you do whatever you want, but I'm just saying it's an option to use whatever you want actually in the summer. Obviously, if it's choking you, you can't breathe, move on, but generally speaking. Now, the other one, and I kind of decided to add this one yesterday because, plus I have to really give it a shout out for what it did for me personally yesterday. I am, that time of that month, yesterday was was a bad day. Bad day. Everything pissed me off. Everything. A spoon pissed me off. Everything irritated me. Ooh, just. Why a spoon? I don't know. It wasn't curved the way that I wanted it to be curved. How about that? Just pissed me off. And I'm like, okay, Polly, like, I need to do things. I need to focus. And like, you need help, girlfriend. So I helped myself. And I was looking at all my fragrances. And I decided to use this one. And this is the Nina Ricci, the Rose Extase. And it helped me. Guys, I became nicer. I became nicer. The spoon didn't piss me off as much. I just took a different one. I mean, things went better after I used this. It's stunning. Now, I'm not these completely different. I'm not saying this is a dupe for the no. What it is though is it's that, how to say, this is a fresh rose, but it's also the volume is turned on the sweetness. It's not jammy sweet. It's turned on the sweetness, but it's still, how to say, it's still fresh, but it's not. Same as this one. It's fresh, but it's not. So they're not deep and smoky and sensual and nighttime and winter. None of these are, yet they could be worn in winter. Yet they're very kind of triggering for summer, you know, that box. I'm in the box too, hey. So they are, that's the association, but they don't follow the freshies, the very, very light green citrus kind. And this one is in that region as well. And it's beautiful. It lifted my spirits up yesterday like you wouldn't believe. And the performance was exceptional. I could smell this all day long. And at some point, maybe because I'm sniffing a lot of Middle Eastern roses, but at some point I thought I had a Middle Eastern fragrance, a Middle Eastern rose. It turned a little bit, kind of, the rose here became a little bit like this, one of these, slightly. And I will say, like, if you have this and you love, check this one out as well, and vice versa. I mean, all three of these, they really work beautifully in the same line, in the same family. Like, these are friends that hang out. They have similar interests, okay? They have the same hobby, these guys. And if you love one, you will love the others. So just in case, if you're kind of interested or you have one and you're very inspired, you're like, oh, I love this train of thought. I love this style. Finally, I found something that is a little bit this and a little bit that. What else is out there? These three. The Crystal Rose from Swiss Arabia also follows in that. It's just with the caramel. It might, I'm sorry that I'm playing with my hair. I had it in a bun for 2 days, so things are happening. But either way, it might not be every person cup of tea. Like with me, I hated it, loved it, hated it, loved it, not sure about it, but it is really good. But that caramel is what separates it from the other three. It's not as fresh, obviously. So there is that. But yeah, but all the performance on all is fantastic for spring, for summer. I find them personally, I don't like, you know, certain fragrances, they fall into the sexy category because sexy fragrances are considered to be deep and sensual and maybe even smoky and edgy. But in reality, I mean, being very, I don't know, feminine and delicate is very sexy as well. You know, it just depends on the mood you're in. So they're easily very sexy. I mean, if this is who you are, if they speak to your personality or the mood you're in, and you're very connecting with that in that moment, then I'm sorry, I find that's gonna be sexy. Not if you're putting a fragrance that is sexy, but it's so not you, that ain't working. But these three are, they're very similar in my eyes. They have, they work well together for the same individual. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining. I hope it kind of guided you somewhere, gave you some ideas, some inspirations. Check them out. They're fabulous. All right, guys, do subscribe. Till next time. Bye, guys.